It's been nearly 30 years since a young mother was found dead in Toledo. She was reported missing, and a month later, her body was found. Police say Tabitha Guth was a victim of murder, and to this day, the suspect is still out there.
Her family is still pushing for answers and wants police to find her killer. Here's this week's Case Files.
It was the night of August 20th, 1995. Tabitha Guth went out on a date. That evening, she was back at her date's house on Watson Street in Toledo. According to police and family, that night, the 19-year-old received multiple calls to her pager. Shortly after those pages, Tabitha decided to walk home to her mother's house on Willamette.
She ended up telling him that she was going to go home. He had offered to, kind of wake up and take her, and she said, no, it's only a little bit down the road and I'm just gonna walk. And that was the last time anybody heard from her.
The 19-year-old was reported missing, and for weeks, nothing.
For me, it's like it happened yesterday still.
Veronica Benor is Tabitha's cousin. She says Tabitha had a year-old daughter and was in the process of divorcing her husband, a man she'd been married to less than a year. A search party was launched. 2 days later, some kids found items belonging to Tabitha, including a keychain with her name on it along Lasky Road. Fast forward a month, and her body was found behind a fence in the wooded area near a creek behind Bull Crane on Lasky Road near Bennett. The young woman was naked, and her death was ruled a homicide. Today, the space looks different, but family members believe someone put her there, knowing it would be hard to find. Family members are pointing a finger at her ex-husband, but he's never been charged.
We've all had our suspicions the whole time. And I've talked to the cops repeatedly about this. Nothing else has really been done. And because of lack of evidence, because it had been so long since she had went missing till the time they found her body, that there wasn't really anything there to find.
The case is considered cold, and for decades, the young woman's murder has been a mystery. It's something that haunts Benor.
We talked every day. She was one of my best friends. And so, for this stuff to go down the way it went down and still having no answers after all these years, it's devastating.
After 28 years, Veronica wants the case back in the spotlight and hopes someone comes forward with the information that can crack the case.
I want more than what they've done all these years. It's a big hole. It's a big hole in all of our lives.
For this week's Case Files, Christina Williams, 13 Action News. And if you have any information about this homicide, you can call or text Crimestopper. That number is 419-255-1111. You could be eligible for a cash reward. And if you have an unsolved case that needs attention, email me, casefiles@13abc.com.